Good day, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your JIS News for Friday, April 21, 2023. CARICOM leaders have agreed to a ban on assault weapons in the region. The ban excludes weapons used by security forces or in sporting competitions. This was among a slew of recommendations coming out of the recently concluded regional symposium on Violence as a Public Health Issue, the Crime Challenge. CARICOM heads of government who met in Trinidad and Tobago also agreed to stand with Mexico on its legal action against United States gun manufacturers and retailers. Prime Minister Andrew Holness said the region is experiencing an increase in crime, which he believes is linked to the ease of access to illegal weapons.
If we do nothing, then nothing will happen. If we accept the situation as it is, then the realistic outcome is that guns will continue to flow. It is by starting an action, it is by putting the situation to the United States, whether through legal channels, diplomatic channels, bilateral channels, by joining together as we have done to bring attention to the problem.
Among other strategic outcomes from the regional meeting are the sharing of resources to tackle organized crime against the state, addressing the issue of marginalized males, and the delivery of education and justice services. CARICOM leaders have also agreed to boost the region's forensic capabilities, the sharing of judges to accelerate the prosecution of crime, as well as preparing relevant policy measures. Prime Minister Holness stressed the need for policymakers to examine the factors that influence males to be involved in criminal acts.
Something has gone wrong in the socialization of our young males in the Caribbean. And public policy needs to respond to that.
The Prime Minister also noted that the government will continue to prioritize strengthening the capacity of the Jamaica Constabulary Force to tackle crime. In other news, Prime Minister Andrew Holness has welcomed the introduction of container homes into the local housing market. Mr. Holness says the move supports government's drive to deliver more affordable housing. The 3 model units by Kingston Logistics Centre KLC upcycled container homes were unveiled on Wednesday.
So it's quite affordable and within the range of a large segment of the housing market. So I'm happy to endorse this new initiative by KLC to move into the housing market with containers as a viable solution for those who are looking for a rapid deployment of housing solutions.
KLC currently offers 6 options, which include 1, 2, and 3 bedroom units ranging from $2.5 million to $12.5 million. Each container home is sold with drywall insulation installed and can be customized with add-on amenities such as windows, doors, balconies, and staircases. In her remarks, KLC Board Chairman Mikkel Derfner says the units offer a sustainable option.
This refurbishing segment, it's something that we really believe, mainly for the sustainability. And sustainability is not only recycling, it's also the community. It's also how we are doing things differently. And this is why we really want to promote this segment in Jamaica.
The Civil Service Establishment General Order 2023 has been approved by the House of Representatives. The order, which was passed on Wednesday, outlines the reorganization of government ministries, agencies, and departments and paves the way for the creation of new posts. It also makes provision for the abolition of posts and the reclassification of grading and retitling of existing posts as of December 2022. Minister of Finance and the Public Service Dr. Nigel Clark, who led the motion, says the order does not include the most recent information, but that it will be included.
I'm expecting within a few months to bring in another one of these that will have the updated salary information for all the established positions in the public service.
Minister Clark says 1,147 new posts were created, 460 posts upgraded, 175 posts reclassified, 766 posts retitled, 6 posts regraded, and 2 posts were red circled. In addition, 413 posts were abolished from the Civil Service Establishment General Order 2023. Major changes to be effected are the creation of 127 new posts for the Ministry of Education, 117 for the Department of Correctional Services, and 214 new posts for the Revenue Protection Division. Other major changes were made through the reassignment of portfolios and significant restructuring in the Ministries of Legal and Constitutional Affairs, National Security, Health and Wellness, the Attorney General's Chambers, and the Jamaica Constabulary Force.
The Post Operations Committee of the Ministry of Finance and the Public Service, which comprises members from my ministry, from the offices of the Services Commission, from the Jamaica Civil Service Association, which is a union, continues to meet regularly to review the civil service establishment, including considering requests and comments from various ministries, departments, and agencies.
Meanwhile, government will embark on a waste management public education campaign this summer. Minister with responsibility for information, Robert Morgan, made the disclosure during Wednesday's post-cabinet press briefing. He informed that Cabinet is in receipt of a report on the program. Inputs have been made by Minister of Local Government and Rural Development, Desmond McKenzie, the National Solid Waste Management Authority, and the Social Development Commission. Minister Morgan said a series of meetings have been convened to finalize the comprehensive program that's aimed at changing the way Jamaicans view waste management and disposal.
He advised Cabinet that this would include the utilization of traditional and non-traditional media, along with engagement of schools and communities through collaborations with the Ministry of Education and Youth, the Social Development Commission, local authorities, and the private sector.
Also coming out of the post-cabinet press briefing is the approval of 2 joint venture agreements between the Factories Corporation of Jamaica, FCJ, and Henan Fifth Construction Group Company Limited. The first is for the construction of a mixed-use industrial and commercial development of the Nago Head Integrated Business Center in Portmore on 32 acres of land space.
There was also the approval of a joint venture agreement between the Factories Corporation of Jamaica and the same company for a implementation of the construction of the Bournebrook Urban Center in Port Antonio. And this will be a mixed-use commercial development on lands comprising 668 acres and 140,000 square feet of building during a 2-year construction period.
And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.